Hi, I'm Joseph Elliott, and you're watching MediaPlex live at 1. It is a sea of Liberal red in Quebec as the Liberal Party, with its leader, Philippe Couillard, wins the majority government. They swept into power by winning 70 out of 125 ridings. The Parti Québécois won 30 seats and will be the official opposition. Windsor just might have been the high-tech capital of Canada over the weekend. Reporter Alice Hewitt explains.
If these competitors are nervous, they aren't letting on. The Windsor-Essex Great Lakes Regional First Robotics Competition ran from April 2nd until the 5th at the University of Windsor's St. Denis Centre. 42 high school teams from the Great Lakes region participated in the event. The teams were split into red and blue alliances, and the two groups played against each other in aerial assist matches. Each match, which lasts under 3 minutes, sees the 120-pound robots try and score coloured balls in the goals, with more points awarded for teamwork. Director of Robotics and Youth Services, Irek Kuzmiachek, said there's been a tremendous response to the event.
We have a challenge in Windsor and Essex, which is that on the one hand we have a high unemployment rate for young people, and on the other hand we have a skilled worker shortage and a shortage of engineers and programmers. And so this program in a way directs young people onto those tracks, into those fields like science and technology and skilled trades where the jobs do exist.
The AWOD worked with Sandwich secondary students to create the SaberBites robot.
As part of your registration, you get a kit that comes with it. It comes with motors, processor, that sort of thing, just to keep a level playing field. But anything fabricated, we can make and use however we see fit.
On the last day of the event, awards were handed out, and teams got to know if they had what it takes to make it to regionals. Their SaberBites were one of those teams that will be making the trek to regionals. For MediaPlex News, I'm Alice Hewitt.
CJM Radio is getting a boost. The University of Windsor campus radio station is increasing its signal power by 400%. This will result in the station being heard more clearly in Lakeshore and the Sal. The plan is to take advantage of the advertising markets not only here, but in Detroit as well. Turning to weather, today we have a high of 12 degrees Celsius with cloudy periods. Tonight we will see variable cloudiness with a high of 10 degrees, and tomorrow it will hold steady with a high of 10 and mainly sunny. If your kids are planning to play hockey, you better begin to save as you might be in for some sticker shock. Reporter Sean Preble explains.
The price to play hockey is rising. A recent poll by Scotiabank showed parents are expecting to pay approximately $850 per child for this year's hockey season. 34% even said they expect to spend more than $1,000 for their child to play hockey. Daniel Nato is a manager with the Windsor Minor Hockey Association and has 2 sons who play for the WMHA. He says when it comes to deciding whether to pay, it's all about perspective.
It's not cheap, but I mean, you make do. If you like the sport, you make it happen. If you don't, it's.
Dean LaPierre, president of the WMHA, says the cost can often depend on the league their kids are playing in.
The thing is, you play house league, there's no more fees. You pay that fee, you're done.
While hockey prices are on the rise in Windsor and Ontario in general, there are ways to save, including carpooling or buying used equipment. However, LaPierre says if you're going to take the latter route, make sure you know what you're buying.
2 things, don't scrimp on safety. So don't buy a used helmet where there's cracks in it, and don't buy something that don't fit.
Given the cost for parents, local gold medal Olympian Megan Augusta Marciano started the Megan Augusta Foundation to help sponsor an aspiring hockey player each year so that they could hit the rink.
I figured, you know what, why not put a smile on a kid's face? And again, that's making a difference, and that's something that I really believe in.
For MediaPlex News, I'm Sean Preble.
$32 million is going to buy a lot of breakfast. The province is pitching in that amount so more kids can have breakfast before school. The $32 million will be spent over the next 3 years and will allow for 340 new breakfast programs across the province. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Joseph Elliott, and this has been MediaPlex Live at 1.